The UFC is full of heroes and villains. You'll think of somebody right now when I say like that kind of phrase. Like you think of guys that you hate, you think of guys that you love to hate, and you think of guys that you love in the UFC. Like you guys know that there's people in the UFC that kind of considered like the good guys, quote unquote, and the bad guys, quote unquote, of UFC. So today I'm gonna be going through every men's division and giving you a couple of heroes, a couple of villains from that division. And obviously, I've got a tier here for the gods of the UFC and the gods of the channel. You know, we got Darren fucking Silmeet. We got Kevin Lee, you know, man. We got Bilal Muhammad from Chicago. We got Marab, the greatest bantamweight of all time, and we got Mackenzie there. Yo, we're gonna go straight into the flyweight division. The most obvious one that's a hero, I feel like everyone can agree on this. Brandon Moreno. Everyone knows Brandon Moreno is like the UFC superhero. He's their baby boy. Oh my word. He's their guy. He's their Lego building boy. So he's kind of built up as like this good guy in the UFC, and he seems like a really nice guy. So he fits the role very well. A very obvious villain as well has been set up across from him. He's about to leave the division, but while he's still here, I'll take the free easy points. I'm gonna put Figueiredo in as a clear villain, dude. He literally like looks like a super villain. The UFC's built him up as like this villain to Brandon Moreno, like they had the rivalry. It just fits so perfectly as he's like the bad guy in the trilogy, and Brandon Moreno's like the good guy. And another kind of guy that I would consider a bit of a hero or like a good guy in the flyweight division would be Kai Kara France. He seems like a really nice guy. Everyone seems to really like Kai Kara France. He's a pretty quiet guy, pretty humble, like quiet natured kind of guy. So I would say he's a bit of a hero. Another villain, I guess, would be like Pantoja. He's kind of being built up as like this bad guy in the division. And the thing with this video, you'll see some of these guys belong as like villains, and some of them are like built up as villains by the UFC. And they might not be villains. They might actually be really well liked, but that's kind of how it goes. Okay, so for hero at bantamweight, I'm gonna go with a guy that I feel like I haven't really seen anyone dislike this guy. I feel like a lot of people really like this guy. They want to see him succeed. Everybody loves Corey Sandhagen, dude. Corey Sandhagen is like the chillest fucking dude ever. He's like this stoner, like cool badass. Like he loves like samurai shit, dude. Like he's one of the coolest dudes in the UFC. Super chill, super respectful. Everybody loves him. He's clearly built up as like a hero in the UFC. This guy, I'm gonna say he's kind of like a anti-hero. Like he's a bit of a bad guy. Like he looks really like a bad guy, but people actually kind of really like him. I'm not the hugest fan of him, but I know a lot of people really like this guy. Marlon Vera is like kind of one of those anti-hero type characters. I wouldn't say he's like a good guy. He looks like a villain, and he is the villain in some fights. But people fucking love Cheeto, dude. So I can't really put him as a villain, even though he looks like one. Just with his hairstyle and his like tattoos and shit. But people fucking love Cheeto Vera, dude. So he's kind of one of those anti-heroes. I wouldn't classify him as a full villain. Okay, but at bantamweight there are two very clear villains. Number one is the evil Russian man, Peter Yan, dude. This guy is such a fucking villain, dude. This guy's the biggest fucking like bully ever at bantamweight. He's literally called No Mercy. Like this guy's such a Rocky movie character, dude. He's clearly a fucking villain, dude. Even though everyone loves Peter Yan, like you have to admit, bro. Like, come on, dude. This guy just acts, looks like a fucking Rocky villain, dude. I can't put him in the hero tier, bro. And another villain is a guy who tries really hard for people to like him, and everybody just dislikes him. Everybody hates him. I feel like there's a vocal minority that like respects this guy. I respect him, but I have to admit that he's like the ultimate villain of this division. And if TJ Dillashaw was around, he would be in this villain category as well. Okay, Aljamain Sterling, bro. Nobody fucking likes Aljo. We all want to see him lose the belt, dude. Even though I respect Aljo, I think he's actually got like a pretty good legacy at bantamweight. He's actually like a pretty goated bantamweight. Um, so I'm just drinking some water. He's a pretty goated bantamweight dude, but come on, we all know he's in this villain category. Marab should probably be in this villain category as well, but I fucking love Marab. I can't put him there, bro. He's with the gods of the channel, okay? Moving on to the featherweight division, there's a few clear like good guy heroes, okay? And number one, what island is it, baby? 10th Island, baby. Max Holloway. No one fucking dislikes Max Holloway, bro. Everyone fucking loves Max Holloway. Come on, bro. Everybody loves Max Holloway, dude. He is like he can do no wrong in the eyes of MMA fans. He is the ultimate like nice guy in the UFC. He's in contention for the NMF. title belt with some other guys that will be on this list. You know, he's clearly a hero. There's no Max Holloway villain arc, okay? Another guy who I think started out quite disliked when he beat Max Holloway originally, but now everybody loves him, and rightfully fucking so. Volkanovski, that's it. Yep, I'm on the fucking hero tier. That's it. I belong here. And, you know, that's it. You know, respects to Max Holloway. Let me just move the fucking tier list. I belong on the tier list. That's it, you know. I'm one of the heroes, yeah? Next up, another featherweight, okay? This guy, everybody loves this guy. They want to see him retire on top. Everybody loves him. Korean Zombie, dude. Korean Zombie's such a hero, bro. The UFC loves him. He's got like a superhero name, dude. He's literally like how can you not put this guy in the hero tier, okay? Now for the villains at featherweight. This is kind of hard, bro. In these lower weight classes, it's kind of hard to find villains, dude. Um, but I think one clear villain at featherweight. I'm gonna have to move this tier over a bit. I think. One clear villain at featherweight that I feel like everyone kind of dislikes right now. Obviously, there's people that support him, but there's people that dislike why he's where he's at. Dude, Yair Rodriguez, bro. Yair Rodriguez is in that villain tier, bro. He doesn't deserve the title shot. He's a crybaby. He, you know, had the eye poke incident with Jeremy Stevens, you know, all this stuff. He's a bit of a crybaby, dude, and he kind of has like heel tendencies, bro. He's a bit of a heel, bro. He's one of the guys I see a lot of hate for, so I'm gonna put him in the villain category. Even though, you know, there's a lot of people that like him that want to see him succeed. Obviously, it makes sense. He's a huge deal for Mexican people. You know, and he's a good fighter, bro. But he's definitely in that villain category right now. And another guy who I think is sneakily in that villain category after his last fight, dude, Giga Chikadze was full supervillain mode, bro, against Calvin Kattar, and he got his fucking comeuppance, dude. He got his ass whooped. Everyone wanted to see him get humbled against Calvin Kattar. Even though I like Giga Chikadze, he seems like actually a cool dude. You can't lie, bro. He was a bit of a villain in that fight, and he kind of got whooped. So he's definitely in that henchman category. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the heroes of the lightweight division, and there's a few of them, but the number one in our hearts forever. Sounds like he fucking died. He didn't die. He's still alive. Tony Ferguson, bro. Tony Ferguson's a hero forever, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say, dude. Tony has always been the protagonist of the lightweight division. He's on his comeback arc right now. He's just letting the division have success without him. He could be champ right now if he wanted to. He's just letting them win, okay, bro? He's the type of guy, yeah? So he's a clear hero in this division. He's always been propped up like one. And another guy who is a comic book level hero, storyline, and just beloved by everyone, fucking Charles Oliveira, bro. Charles Oliveira is like the hero of this division right now, bro. He's actually the protagonist of lightweight. I was joking about Tony. Dude, Charles Oliveira is legitimately the fucking protagonist of lightweight, bro. He is that guy, okay? Now, I've got two villains at lightweight, okay? You know, you can put Poirier and Gaethje and Chandler wherever you please. They're a bit too hard for me to tell, so I'm gonna go with a very clear villain at lightweight. It's fucking Conor McGregor, bro. Even though he's on his nice guy right now, dude, Conor McGregor is like the ultimate supervillain, dude. He's rich. He comes in, he gets title shots whenever he wants. He bosses the UFC around. He talks shit, dude. He knocks people out. He's like that supervillain that everyone loves, bro, but he is a villain, dude. So Conor McGregor is a definite villain. Like I said, some of these will be people that are beloved, but they do fit that villain role. Another one who I think is actually pretty well liked, but definitely has those villain tendencies. Fucking Islam Makhachev, bro. Even though I like Islam, bro, he's definitely got villain tendencies, bro. He's been built up as like the big bad of the lightweight division. Everyone wanted to see him get his ass whooped by Volkanovski, and he did at the end of that fight, which everyone is really loving and holding on to. Like Islam was holding on to Volk at the end of that fight. Oh, back of the fucking queue, you got mugged. That's it, yeah. So that's my villains at lightweight. Now we get to the welterweight division with two of the most clear like heroes and villains ever, dude. Welterweight division is like full fuck. I've got three for each, dude. That's how good this welterweight division is, okay? Number one hero, dude. Everyone fucking loves this guy. This guy will never have a villain arc, ever, okay? Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Who, like, everyone fucking loves this man, dude. This guy's the most beloved UFC fighter in the world, I feel like. Everyone fucking loves Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's the ultimate superhero. He's a karate nice guy. He's literally a Cobra Kai character. That's not a like exaggeration. He literally is. Okay. Another hero who came from rags to riches. Everybody loves to see him winning right now. Leon Edwards, bro. That's 9 tier lists in a row, bro. I believe I deserve to be in the heroes, bro. I believe I deserve to be a hero, bro. I'm on the hero list, bro. So Leon Edwards is a hero, bro. Leon Edwards is in the heroes. Okay, moving on. We're gonna put in another hero, another humble guy who comes from very humble beginnings. Pretty beloved by the fans, I would say. Definitely in that BMF conversation as well, which gives him a lot of hero status. Let's put Gilbert Burns in, dude. Everyone fucking loves Gilbert Burns, and if you don't love Gilbert Burns, I don't know what's wrong with you, bruh. But Gilbert Burns is a hero in this division, in my opinion. I feel like he's one of the most beloved, like universally beloved guys. He's in that kind of category with them. So moving on to the welterweight division's villains, the number one villain that everyone fucking knows, it's Colby Covington. He literally plays the role, bro. He's literally the only one of these guys that plays the role, dude, and he plays it to perfection. He gets so much hate from the fans. He brings out such a good reaction in them. He is such a villain, okay, dude? The next villain, everyone loves to see this man's downfall. Me fucking included, bro. Kamaru fucking Snoozman, dude. The ultimate EPO cheating heel, bro. He's like trying to play the babyface against Colby when he's actually the heel, bro. Like he's one of those bad guys that like thinks he's a good guy, bro. So Kamaru Usman belongs in the villains tier. And last one for welterweight. I don't think this guy's necessarily a villain, but he just looks like one, and he definitely acts like one at times. And some people love him, some people hate him, but everyone is paying attention to this guy, and he's such a character. He belongs in this villain tier. Hamzat Chimaev, dude. He's just a scary looking motherfucker, dude. He just fits that villain role so well, dude. I just couldn't leave him off this list. And yeah, he definitely belongs as one of the top supervillains in the UFC. Even though he's actually quite a cool guy. He seems like actually a pretty chill dude. So he's gone in the villain tier. Now we move on to middleweight, okay? This is where it gets a bit controversial. Okay, I feel like the UFC props this man up as the hero. Do I necessarily think he is? No, but I think the UFC makes him out to be one. He's definitely he's definitely in this category. Let's be real. Israel Adesanya is in the hero tier, bro. Like whether you like it or not, he's not built up as this villain by the UFC. UFC is trying to make you like Israel Adesanya, whether you like it or not. He is definitely a hero in the UFC. Even though, do we all like him? Not really. But yeah, cool fighter. Definitely fights like an anime hero, so he definitely belongs in this hero tier. Another guy who we all actually fucking love, who is actually the fucking hero of this division, the actual protagonist of middleweight, bro. It's fucking Robert Whittaker, dude. If you, I have yet to meet a soul walking the earth that doesn't like Robert Whittaker, and I don't think I ever will. Okay, so Robert Whittaker's the fucking hero of middleweight, dude. That's it. Done. End of discussion. End of fucking story. That's it. Okay, now we're gonna go to the middleweight villains. This was kind of tough for me, dude. One of these guys, he's definitely built up as a villain by the promotion. I'm kind of indifferent to his personality. I actually kind of like him, but he's definitely built up as like a villain, like he's trying to get the belt off Adesanya, you know, type guy. Marvin Vettori is definitely not one of the most liked guys at middleweight. Definitely gets memed on a lot, rightfully so. But you got to say he's definitely in that category of like bad guys in the UFC. You would say, even though he's a pretty chill dude, and like I said, I kind of like him, but he is definitely in that villain category. And another guy who's just like that, except we all fucking love him, dude. But you know the UFC builds this guy like he's a super villain, or he's like this, you know, antagonist. It's fucking Hamza. It's fucking Paulo Costa, bro, and he's gonna fight Hamza Chimaev. He's such a badass. We all fucking love Paulo Costa, dude. Literally, oh shit, sorry, my bad. We all fucking love Paulo Costa, dude, but you gotta admit the UFC built him up as like this villain against Israel Adesanya, and they're gonna keep building him up as like the bad guy in his fights. Maybe he'll be, you know, him against Chimaev's gonna be such a badass build because they're both kind of like these bad boys in the UFC, but Paulo Costa definitely fits that supervillain category, okay? Now, next hero, light heavyweight. I'm gonna say this guy is the ultimate hero of light heavyweight. Everyone loves him. He's such an anime character as well. He's like what Izzy thinks he fucking is, dude. Yuri Prohaska, bro. Yuri Prohaska is literally who Izzy thinks he is, bro. You're not him, bro. You will never be him, bro. Yuri Prohaska, literally such a giga chad. Everyone loves him. Literally just lives in the forest and trains all fucking day. Such a goat. And yeah, bro, Yuri Prohaska, beloved superhero of the division. Another hero of the division, I would say. Maybe some people don't agree with me. I think he's a bit of a hero of the division. Everyone kind of likes him. Jamal Hill, dude. Jamal Hill's a funny ass dude. Um, Seems like a really good guy. Committed to the game. He's got like that. He's got like that funny personality as well. That like you can't really hate him, even if you don't really like him. You can't hate him, bro, because he's pretty funny. And he seems like a pretty chill, down to earth guy. So I'm definitely saying Jamal Hill belongs in this hero category. Okay, now for the villains at light heavyweight. There's a couple of villains at light heavyweight, bro. And I'm gonna say number one, the big bad of light heavyweight right now is Magomed Ankalaev. Now, do I think Magomed Ankalaev is a bad person? No. But do I think the UFC wants me to like be worried about him fighting my favorite fighters at light heavyweight? Yes. That's what I mean when I say some of these guys are super villains. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I'm not trying to put all these similar looking guys, similar religion guys in the villain category, but that's what the UFC does. They kind of build them up that way, just because of their style and how dominant they are. And you're like, oh no, I hope he doesn't get to the belt, right? So Magomed Ankalaev is going in that villain category for me right now. Another guy who's going in that villain category, fucking Ryan Spann. I don't know anyone who fucking likes Ryan Spann, and I agree with you, dude. I don't like this dude, bro. He's so smug and he's so shit, bro. Like anytime I pick him, it's because I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking fluke his way into a win somehow, and I'm gonna be mad for like 3 days about it. And when he wins, it's usually by that happening. So I don't fucking like Ryan Spann, and he's definitely a villain for me in the UFC. Maybe this is a personal pick. Maybe people like Ryan Spann. I don't see anyone liking Ryan Spann. I don't see anyone going, actually, Ryan Spann's a pretty cool dude. No, everyone thinks this guy's a fucking douche, bro. All this guy does is be like, I didn't even really try for that fight, low key, bro. Like, I didn't even try like that. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Okay, and another villain at light heavyweight, who kind of started out as like a good guy, a face. I'm trying to say face and heel because I'm like a wrestling fan. Another guy who started out as like a hero, I would say, built up as like this hero, like underdog, humble beginnings, who's kind of become this villain for being a bit of a fucking diva and a nerd and a bit of a crybaby in the division and a bit of a shit talker. Anthony Smith. I feel like Anthony Smith gets a lot of dislikes from the fans right now. Obviously, he's still got his supporters, but I don't see that many people really riding with him right now. Maybe that's like the fan base that I follow, the fan base that I'm in. But I really don't see Anthony Smith as like this protagonist in the light heavyweight division anymore. When he was fighting John Jones, I was like really rooting for him. I was like, this guy'd be so cool if he beat John Jones somehow, even though he's not going to. But ever since then, just the on paper stuff and just the fucking bullshit that he says, I just think of him as a villain right now. So he's in my villain category. Maybe you disagree with me, let me know down below, okay? Heavyweight division. We've got some very clear heroes and villains at heavyweight, okay? I think some are coming to mind for you right now. The very first hero that I think is the clearest one right now is fucking Stipe Miocic. The guy is literally a firefighter, dude. He, is just the most down-to-earth fucking guy. Everyone likes Stipe. Obviously, he was a bit of a diva when he was heavyweight champion, and he still kind of is now. Like, he's gone completely radio silent until Ngannou left the UFC. And now he's like, I want a title shot. Give me my shot. Oh, wait. You know what I'm saying? But still, Stipe Miocic, definitely a hero in this division. Definitely built up as, like, the good guy in all of his fights, and rightfully so. He seems like a very good human being, a very good guy. So he's a hero for me in this division. And the other hero in this division, and a guy that's very beloved, I would say, and like very much like treated as like a nice guy and a good guy in this division, Cyril Gane, bro. Cyril Gane is definitely a hero in this division. I think a lot of people really wanted him to beat John Jones, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And speaking of John Jones, this guy is the ultimate fucking villain, dude. This guy's literally fucking Homelander, dude. Dude, how can you not put John Jones as like, hold on, let me put John Jones as like the ultimate fucking villain in this division. This guy's literally fucking committing crimes, assaulting people, doing drugs. Like, him and McGregor are like real life villains, bro. So I think John Jones is like the epitome of this video. Like, he is the ultimate villain in the UFC. So that's my rankings of the heroes and villains in the UFC. What do you reckon, boys? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did I forget anybody really important? Let me know down below, boys. If you liked this video, drop a like. Make sure you subscribe as well for more videos like this. And yeah, bro, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.